If you were stranded on a desert island and you could only have 3 things with you, what would they be?
I would have to say my phone. I think because my life revolves around my phone.
Standard.
I think I would want my nonna, my grandma, because she could cook for me, because she's very good at cooking. So I think that's so am I, but it'd be nice to just have if I'm going to be deserted on an island, I would like to have that. And probably my vibrator. So, I mean, you've got to. Although your phone could double. Your phone could double as a vibrator. So maybe. Okay, let's go into that. We'll leave it at that.
What's the weirdest dream that you've ever had?
So as a kid, I used to see really animals, but mainly spiders. So whenever I was I would wake up and I would see spiders, which in Australia is even more fucked because they're everywhere and they can kill you. You literally can wake up and do it. So I think. Yeah, I saw this massive spider in my room one day, and then it was terrifying. So I think that's the scariest kind of dream that I've had.
If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
So that's a tough one. I have to go with my ancestry and say Italian food. So probably I think pasta, pizza.
If you could use one word to describe your comedy style, what would it be?
Filthy. No, I think storytelling. That's my style of comedy.
Filthy storytelling. If there was two
words, dirty. Yeah. I think storytelling for sure.
If you were a character in a horror movie, what role would you play and how would you survive?
Oh, I don't think I'd survive. I'd be the girl that's the kind of the ditzy character that's I think that would be me, and then I would die probably at the end of Act 1 in the film, and then or maybe I'd be the love interest that he'd there's a I don't know, is there romantic comedy thrillers? I'm just trying to think.
If you could switch live with one person for the day, who would it be and why?
Probably I would want to switch with a man because, and I think, I don't know, maybe a porn star, I
thought we were going
there. I know. Yeah, I think for me, I always have this thing of what would it be like to have a dick? It just is so fascinating to me. Most women, I think, are a bit like that. Oh, what would we do? We do the windmill. Then what would we do? We'd stand up, pee, sit down, pee. I don't know.
And for sure, you'd be sending dick pics, right?
Oh yeah. Full creative dick pics, going for it. So yeah, I think maybe that. Let's go with a guy. Any guy, wouldn't care, but it would be interesting.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten whilst on tour?
I went to a Michelin star restaurant in Japan, and of course they serve you up everything, and there was this weird sea urchin-y kind of thing, and in those Michelin star, it was a 2 Michelin star restaurant, and you literally cannot hide from the chef. So you're sitting right there on the panel, and the chef is right there, who is Michelin star. This guy was really famous, and then he just presents it, and you sort of have to be yum, and they're do you want some more? And you're no, that was perfect, that was just enough. It was this weird sea, it was.
Wow. Well, if it stings you, someone's got to pee on you, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe that's there's some weird correlation there. I don't know, that's why it tasted weird.
If you could only tell one joke for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I think my favorite kind of story that I've said is definitely the German vegan story. That's one of my favorite ones.
It's crazy. So I met this guy and we went out to this lovely little cafe. But before we went in there, he turned to me and he's like, Elena, I need to tell you something. I'm a vegan. I was like, a what? He's like, I'm a vegan. I was like, are you in a cult? Are you okay? Do you need help? The real reason why there was a tub of yogurt on my bedside table was not because I was eating it, guys. So I woke up that morning with a really bad yeast infection. Yeah, I know. It's okay, sir. It'll be over in about 3 minutes. It's fine, right? I know. I never had a yeast infection, right? I never had one before. I didn't know what to do, so I called my mum, and my mum was like, oh, Eleanor, all you got to do, because she's a crazy bitch, she's like, all you got to do is take a tampon, pop it in some yogurt, and shove it up there, right? Fix all your problems. And I'm like, oh, that sounds reasonable, right? I tell that guy, how do I say, oh, hey, I'm a vegan, but my vagina isn't. How do I say that? In what? Is this a business meeting? What are we doing right now? He's like, no, Elena, before we begin, I need to ask you a very important question. Do you have a condom? And I was like, oh, that is the most romantic thing you've said to me all night. Oh, Elena, now I'm going to go down on you. Kinky stinky. It's going to be disgusting. I'm going to text all my friends after it's over and tell them exactly what you said. Yeah, right? Because I've seen porn, right? And he looks at me like straight in the eye and he's like, Elena, how many orgasms do you want to have, Elena? Is this a German dirty talk? Because it's very methodical. I mean, you've got to ask the question, like, how, and then he's like, how many, Elena, 1, 2, 3? And I'm like, that's right, I'm bilingual. I speak lesbian. 2 questions in the bedroom that I hate, right? One of them is like, oh, where do you want me to come? Where do you want me to come? You know that question? Where do you want me to come? And you're like, I do this weird thing now. Whenever the guy starts wiping up the cum, I just like look at them and I'm like, bye babies. Guaranteed out the door in 2 minutes. Like, I got something to tell you. He's like, Vas. I'm like, you're not a vegan anymore.
Yeah, like it was such a story that I was so embarrassed about saying to anyone. And then I was like, okay, I'll make a comedy out of it. And that's sort of one that a lot of people quote back to me now.
Do you have any weird talents or any party tricks that some of your fans might not know that you have?
I grew up on a farm, so I can drive like a tractor and like big trucks.
That's
and
cool.
Tractors, which
Awesome.
is so, I mean, look at me. Like I look like someone who could definitely drive a tractor.
In your sparkly shoes, of course.
Of course. You know, you gotta keep the theme going.
Who are you off to next?
So I'm off to Athens on the weekend, and then next week, where am I next week? I'm in Estonia and Latvia and Finland, and then after that I am in Luxembourg, and then I go to Mumbai, go to India, and then back here for more shows across Europe. So yeah.
Amazing. How can viewers find out about your upcoming tour dates?
Yes, all available on my website, www.elenagabrielle.com. Like here, there, up there, like, I don't know, coming out my ears and under the dicks. I don't know either.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, perfect. Amazing.
One of my favourite little havens in London. It's a very intimate venue, 21 Soho. I know you're performing there in London. When is it?
Yes, May the 20th, I will be there, and I'm super excited because it'll be my 3rd time back there doing my solo show, and yeah, it's going to be super fun. I always love performing in London, and 21 Soho is like right in the centre of London, so it's super fun. Yeah.
Awesome. So much.
No,
Thank
that's
you, thank you.
amazing.
Shall I let you get back to work?
Oh, I mean, I'm good. Like,
Thank you.
all right, let me fish this.
Oh, I forgot to press record. No, I'm joking.
Oh, okay.